I want to thank Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Go to www.squarespace.com/CWA Mobile Gaming to get 10% off your very first purchase. Hey guys, what's going on? It is Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Today, we're going to cover a pro player who we have not covered in a while here on the channel. That's right, it's 2.6 Hog Cycle Jack playing in CRL Asia. Now, this was down the stretch here in the finals in CRL Asia, and Jack came up so huge. I saw this live, and I just had to share it with you guys on the channel. Now, you guys know Jack, of course, on ladder, he's known for 2.6 Hog Cycle, but right now, especially at tournament level standard, not a good time with all the fishermen going around to be playing 2.6, or with all the NATO, the XC NATO, and everything else. So here we're going to start out with two matches against Benzer, Ridel, and then we're going to go to Expo Master, two of the most prestigious pros inside all of CRL Asia, going head-to-head with Jack from Fave Gaming. So here we go, starting off this first match, Jack is playing a version of Bait with the Tesla and the Valkyrie. I said this in a video early this season, but man, if you're playing the classic log bait and you're not running Valkyrie, assuming you have the levels the same as Knight, you gotta sub in that Valkyrie for the Knight. She does really, really well against wall breakers, against Witch primarily, right? And of course against Wizard as well. So no matter if you're playing on ladder or playing in challenges or a global tournament, you're really gonna be better suited right now in this meta with the Valkyrie. So this version of the deck that Jack is playing is actually really solid with the Tesla, with the Valkyrie here. So here comes the Witch from Benzer. Benzer, of course, known as one of the game's dominant mortar players, playing a mortar. This is kind of, you look at the first 5 cards and you think mortar earthquake deck, but then he throws that curveball in there with the Witch, the Valkyrie, and the Poison, kind of suited again to combat this specific meta right now. So here that mortar does get a connection onto that right tower, but we still have the very slight damage advantage. Valkyrie played here at the bridge, and then Jack goes ahead and logs it down. Now the casters in CRL Asia mentioned something here that I wanted to kind of throw to you guys and get your take on this. Is Jack the best player in the world right now? Jack has a very interesting story. He was a dominant one-trick player, they call him, playing 2.6 Hog Cycle on ladder for a long time. One of the best players in the world, certainly with 2.6. And then he struggled out the gate last season, or I should say in the spring season in CRL Asia. But lately, he has been absolutely just amazing in CRL, to the tune of just playing a variety of different cycle decks and even some non-cycle decks. Stay tuned to the last match of this video, and just absolutely dominating, again, most of the time versus the team's absolute best player. So is he the most technically sound player in the game right now? He's got to be in the conversation, of course, along with the top pros from CRL China and from CRL West. Guys like Boofmat came on very, very strong this season. Guys like Canario, names that you're definitely familiar with here on the channel. But no one's really talking much about Jack right now, and I think he deserves to be in that conversation, not just in as the best player in CRL Asia, but possibly as one of the best players in the entire world. So here we go. 30 seconds here into sudden death overtime. Look at that Valkyrie on that right tower. Our left tower down to 229, and he pulls off the victory on that final push. Man, that was legit at the end there. I thought he lost that one, and a couple of these matches are that close or even closer. So stay tuned as we go into match number 2 here. Well, let's just cut right into it right now, guys. By the way, apologies. This was the highest quality that I could get here. I think it's like 720 instead of 1080p. But, you know, this is the highest quality that was available to me for these matches. But again, I just really wanted to show them to you guys. So again, here comes the mortar here for Benzer, going with mortar back to back. Jack, however, is switching up his deck, and you can see a little bit of a switch up to the deck by Benzer as well. Goes in with wall breakers here, but the fire spirits Who plays Fire Spirits in CRL? This is, I'm sure they were played at some point during the season, especially in CRL Asia, which I haven't kept as close an eye on as CRL China and CRL West. But who plays Fire Spirits, man? They have one of the lowest use and win rates, especially at tournament level standard inside the game right now. But Jack has success with them, and here's a cycle deck out of Jack. Look at Miner, Ice Wizard, Fire Spirits, NATO. He has that Valkyrie, and the last card, should I ruin it for you guys? I'm sure you can guess, right? What's the last card in his deck? It is a balloon, and he takes Benzer by surprise with the balloon. I believe the first time that he plays it inside this match. So a minute and 20 seconds or so into this contest, now we have that Miner and the Musketeer on the tower. Nice job using both of the Spirit cards and then cycling to that Ice Wizard one at a time to make sure we mitigate the damage done by that Musketeer in the Miner combination in the left lane. So 13-17, this time Benzer has a pretty big damage lead in this second match, and about 15-20 seconds away from from double elixir time. Now we go in with this Valkyrie here to distract this mortar, and again setting up is the Musketeer, but like I said, using that Miner to assassinate that Musketeer, keeping that balloon alive as it flies right over that Valkyrie, and there it is. Snowball comes down, but boom, there's the connection there, getting one hit, and the zap was hovering there for Jack. What a pro zap that was, knowing that bats were just one card away there, able to get that extra hit, and I'm sure that extra hit is definitely going to come into play inside this match. Another close one here. Valkyrie played at the bridge there. Another Valkyrie down from Benzer. We have that Ice Spirit connecting with the Valkyrie, but look at that balloon's gonna fly in, and Snowball comes down, but check out the defensive end, guys. We had a Valkyrie perfectly placed there to catch both the Valkyrie, avoiding her damage hitting our tower, and catching the Miner at the same time. Now we go in with the Valkyrie, we go in Fire Spirits, we go in the Miner as well. Here comes the wall breakers from the opponent. We decide to NATO those back and combine with the Ice Spirit and zap. 308, what beautiful defense there to finish out this match, and it is a sweep against Benzer Ridel, one of the best players in Asia. Let's move on to the Expo Master matches. So just to kind of set the table here as we transition, they won that. So Fave, that was a do or die match for them. They moved on into the tournament, and then this is the third. This is about maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours later in real time here against Expo Master from OPGG Esports. So Expo Master's changed teams a couple times now there. Still one of, again, you guys know Expo Master, Sin Woong, Korean player, one of the stronger players in CRL Asia as well. One of the OG players. I want to say, I'm probably wrong here, but I want to say the Expo Master was the only player in CCGS World Finals back in 2017, or was it 2018? I think it was 2017 in London. Maybe I'm missing somebody. Somebody will tell me in the comments, but I believe he's one of the OG. Well, he's definitely one of the OG CRL Asia players, but I believe he is the OG as well in terms of people who made a name for themselves really early on inside Asia or the Asian demo. So here we go. It's Baby Dragon here. We catch that Baby Dragon with the Miner. Beautiful play there by Jack. One wall breaker connects. That was not the case. Now look at this matchup here, guys. We are playing Magic Archer, Valkyrie, wall breakers. It's an interesting mix of high skill and low skill cards that I think you guys are really going to enjoy inside this match. So Magic Archer against Graveyard, but check out all the responses that Expo Master has against us here. He has the Goblin Cage. Goblin Cage is going to do very, very good work against our wall breakers. He also has, of course, all that splash damage in the Valkyrie, in the Ice Wizard, in the Baby Dragon, and in the Tornado. So pretty solid matchup here for Expo Master. Now looking on the other side of the arena, you know, we can't complain because we have the Valkyrie against his his Graveyard, excuse me, and we also have the Magic Archer against his Graveyard that we can put kind of in his perch way behind the King Tower, as you saw there inside the first Graveyard sequence. So here we go. We score the damage first here going into sudden, why do I always say that? Going into double elixir time. Here comes the log there. Now look at his pro play here, guys. Gonna send in those wall breakers just to kill the Goblin Cage so we can play the Magic Archer and use that Valkyrie to tank for the Magic Archer. Really good, you know, staying 2-3 moves ahead of his opponent is Jack there. That's definitely something that I noticed there when I was watching this live, like, wow, that was an OP wall breakers there. For 2 elixir, he was able to get extra value out of that Valkyrie. So here we go, sending in the miner, the wall breakers, the Magic Archer, and there it is. The Goblin Cage is out of cycle for the opponent. Now look at his Magic Archer. I think he's gonna get to the tower. Now, coming down the home stretch here, check out all the Magic Archer value that Jack is able to get here. It's gonna be incredible. So check this out. First we go left lane, again with the wall breakers. Valkyrie is gonna be forced out of the opponent here, I believe. There it is. So Valkyrie comes down, 895 remaining on that left tower. We cycle another Valkyrie in the left here, figuring a Graveyard might come in. Graveyard does come down. We have bats at the ready there. Magic Archer helping snipe from the other side of the arena. So now we have a Magic Archer in the right lane. A miner gets intercepted by that Ice Wizard from the opponent. Here comes our wall breakers. Magic Archer on the tower, even despite that tornado, able to get another hit there on that right tower. Here comes another Magic Archer in the right lane. So Magic Archer slowly makes his way along with those bats. Now we have another Goblin Cage that's going to open up the door for the wall breakers. They don't connect, but check out this Magic Archer getting all kinds of damage to that right tower. 880, 777, 666, 555, 444, 333. Okay, that was annoying. Magic Archer, meanwhile, on the left lane, helping out that miner, tag team that tower. Tower is down 1 minute exactly into sudden death overtime. Very well played there. Those dual lane Magic Archers really just kind of providing that threat that Expo Master was not able to respond to adequately. So here we go. Let's go into the last game that I have for you guys. Remember, this is all on the same day. Jack just putting the team on his back. I got you guys. Let's make it to CRL World Finals. So here we go with the connection. This time, Jack is playing the Goblin Cage. Goblin Cage, a card that does really well because of the wall breakers. Able to absorb both of those blows, and then you still have the full health Goblin Brawler alive. So here comes the miner in for Expo Master. Now Jack's deck, this is, I said we're going to throw a curveball at you guys. I want you to see what a tremendous job Jack is able to do in this match where he has the pretty big disadvantage. Expo Master, you don't know it yet, but he has Executioner. There it is. So Executioner comes down. Exi-Nado against this deck, there's not a lot that Jack can do here. Obviously, Fireball's not going to do the trick. They also have Poison. Look at that. Executioner one-shots those entire pups, not able even to see the light of day. RIP pups from that Lava Hound, because that's just a nasty interaction there when the Executioner just kills everything before you're even able to lay eyes on it. So here we go. This time, Expo Master does catch our miner there using the Valkyrie. So man, how is he going to do this? Wait till you see the final push of this match, guys. It's really just next level skill. And here we go, in a high pressure situation as well. So cycling logs there is Expo Master. Meanwhile, he does score one Valkyrie hit on Jack's right tower. Here comes the miner. Baby Dragon's going to be kited to the opposite lane. Going to avoid any Baby Dragon damage is Expo Master. We take this opportunity now that we have that defensive Goblin Cage already down on the arena. We take the opportunity to drop our Lava Hound in the right lane. So here comes Executioner. Now the problem here is Expo Master can really just cycle to two Executioners by the time that we can pull off one big push. Inferno Dragon's going to be making his way slowly to the Executioner, but it doesn't matter. Look at this. Are you kidding me? I mean, are you kidding me with that defense? Now you can see how difficult this is going to be for Jack to be able to make a comeback on. You can see both of these players' faces right now. They're both absolutely in the zone. They are locked in right now in that flow state of Clash Royale. So here we go. The Lava Hound this time placed a little bit to the left of our Princess Tower. Wall breakers, we're going to go ahead and ignore the wall breaker damage. We're going to take a ton of damage here, guys. Valkyrie's going to take care of that Executioner, but again, Expo Master is going to be able to cycle to another Executioner. We took a lot of damage. Here's another Executioner. Now look what he does here, guys. We going with a Fireball, to push the Executioner into the miner there. Wow, that was really well played there by Jack. Fire puts a miner on the tower, fireballs the executioner with the knockback into the miner. Miner finishes off the executioner. Tower is down. Jack swept. Nobody beat Jack in the finals. What a beast. Celebration time. And guys, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did, this gameplay as much as I did. Check out Jack's player stats and profile and CRL Asia YouTube. Those links will be in the channel below. Thank you guys for joining me. A huge shout out to my YouTube partner, Stats Royale, and of course, Bren Chong. Guys, thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys. So special thanks again to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Squarespace is the go-to spot if you want to go ahead and start a website. It is super easy. Even I can do it, which is saying a lot, guys. They have hundreds of awesome templates to kind of fit whatever service you are providing or whatever you want to do, even blogs and podcasts. They have, again, hundreds of awesome kind of templates that you can go in and customize to serve your audience best with. Now, speaking of audiences, they also have very special email campaigns to make your emails stick out from all the rest of the spam that we receive on a daily basis. So guys, remember to go ahead and visit Squarespace, www.squarespace.com/CWA Mobile Gaming to get 10% off your first purchase. Again, thank you Squarespace for sponsoring today's video.